Gentle light streams through the living room window, illuminating a heartfelt picture of a father and son. Becoming a father changes a man's life forever. It's no longer about living for yourself. It's about living to protect, guide, and pass on precious lessons to the next generation. These lessons aren't just about achieving success. They're about how to stand back up after failure, the importance of family, and the power of perseverance. In this video, you'll hear a profound story about the journey of fatherhood. From the sweet moments of hearing your child's first laugh to the days of failure and challenges that forge inner strength. It's a powerful message about finding strength in hardship, cherishing every second with loved ones, and living a meaningful life. So sit back and listen, and let the core values that a father wants to pass down to his son sink in. Lessons of patience, kindness, and unshakable belief in yourself. This journey of love and guidance isn't just for fathers and sons. It's for anyone who believes that love and determination can overcome life's toughest trials. Sitting in an old rocking chair, eyes fixed on family photos hanging on the wall. A 12-year-old son approaches, curiosity sparkling in his eyes. "Son, come sit with me for a bit. Today I want to talk to you about some things I've learned on my journey of being a father." When life throws us into challenging situations, we need the wisdom and stories of those who came before us to shape how we face them. In the next part of this story, we're going to dive deeper into a journey of sacrifice, lessons you can't buy with any amount of money, and the importance of living true to yourself. When you were born, I felt a mixture of pure joy and overwhelming fear. I never imagined I could love someone so deeply, a love that surpasses anything I had ever known. But you know what? Being a father isn't always easy. It's a journey filled with sweet moments and plenty of times when I felt lost. I had to learn to confront my fears of not being good enough, strong enough, or worthy of being a father you could be proud of. I used to think that career success was everything. I chased big dreams, endlessly pursuing distant goals, forgetting the true meaning of happiness. There were days I came home, exhausted, carrying the weight of work stress and failure on my shoulders. But then, walking through that door, and seeing you smile so innocently, I realized that no achievement was greater than my family. Everything I do is for one reason: to protect and love you, to create a home where you can grow strong and confident. The world out there is harsh. It will test you, and there will be people who want to see you fall. But you have to understand that these very challenges are what make you stronger. Learn from my stumbles. I once failed miserably in my first job. It felt like every door had shut in my face. But that's when your grandfather told me, "It's not about how many times you fall. It's about whether you have the courage to get back up." Perseverance is something you can't live without. And I want you to know that sometimes the most beautiful things only come after the hardest struggles. I've shared many lessons and values that I hope you'll hold close. But this journey isn't over yet, so get ready to hear the next important things. Whenever you feel lost, think of the stories I've told you around the campfire. Remember that those who came before us made sacrifices so that we could stand here today. Live not only for yourself, but to honor the legacy we carry. When you face your toughest moments, know that you carry the strength of our entire family. People who believe in you and support you no matter what. I remember one time when I took you on a walk through the garden and taught you how to plant a tree. I explained that life is like those seeds we sow. No one sees the fruit of their labor right away. You have to be patient and believe that if you keep nurturing your dreams, they'll eventually bloom. Challenges, like strong winds, aren't there to stop you. They're there to test your resilience. The trees you see in our yard don't always grow strong. Sometimes they get knocked down by the wind or attacked by insects, but they never give up. They keep reaching for the light, growing despite all odds. Life is the same way. There will be storms that make you feel like you can't go on. But be patient. Success doesn't come overnight, and sometimes the most rewarding things come from the obstacles you had to push through. Let me ask you, have you ever felt overwhelmed by the pressure to succeed? Like you're running a race you can't win? Or maybe you've felt lost, wondering if you have what it takes to keep going. We've all been there, right? But remember, it's during these moments that you make the most important decisions: to keep pushing or to give up, to be stronger or to shrink back. I know, it's easier said than done. That's why stories like these matter. They remind us that no one is perfect, that everyone fails at some point. The key is learning from those setbacks and turning them into strength. If this video feels like it's slowing down, think of it this way. Each story, each lesson, might be what you need to change how you see life. The lessons of sacrifice, protection, and the power of kindness could be the change you never expected. Patience is crucial, because the most important things in life take time to sink in. Keep listening, because in the next part, I'll teach you more core values and inspire you to live a fuller life. Sometimes you'll want to quit, standing at the top of a hill, looking back at the steep, rocky path you climbed. Remember, no journey worth taking is easy, but the peak is only for those who refuse to give up. When you feel tired, think about why you started. Remember the simple yet meaningful moments shared with the ones you love. Don't let the world make you forget that true joy lies in the simplest things. Kindness is one of the most important lessons I've learned. You might think a small act doesn't make a difference. I once thought that too. But I've seen people who live only for themselves, always trying to gather more, yet they're never happy. On the other hand, those who are willing to give, without expecting anything in return, are the ones who feel true contentment. One time, I helped a stranger on the road, and years later, I ran into that person again, successful and grateful for that small kindness. Life is a circle, and what you give will come back to you in ways you can't imagine. Life isn't a race, son. You don't have to be perfect. Sometimes the best thing you can do is pause, savor the moment, laugh out loud, and soak in every second with the people you love. I once got caught up chasing after material things, but in the end, I realized that the most beautiful memories aren't expensive. They're made of the times you hugged me, the games we played until we laughed ourselves to tears, the warm family dinners. Hold on to these lessons, son. In the next part of our journey, I'll share more about the power of staying true to yourself, about how to keep your values intact in a world that tries to change you. So be ready to continue this story with me. I believe in you, son. Every day I see your potential, and I know you're going to do amazing things. But I also want you to remember that no matter what you achieve, never lose sight of who you are. Being true to yourself is what matters most. The world will try to change you, and people will want you to become what they expect. But always stay true to your values. You are my greatest pride. And no matter where life takes you, I'll always be here, ready to support you. Keep loving, keep learning, and keep fighting for what you believe in. Remember, you are never alone, and my love for you is eternal. And finally, always remember that the sky full of stars above us reminds us that each of us has our own light. There will be days when challenges make your light flicker, but never forget that inside you, there's a brilliant light. Believe in yourself and don't be afraid to shine in your own unique way. The world will try to make you doubt yourself, But as long as you stay true to what you believe in, you will never lose your way. As we wrap up this story, what resonated with you the most? Was it the lessons about perseverance, the power of kindness, or the unbreakable values of family? Our lives, just like the journey your father shared, are full of struggles and stumbles, but they're also full of opportunities to learn, grow, and discover our inner strength. Take a moment to ask yourself, are you living true to who you are? Are you pursuing what matters most to your heart? Or are you getting swept away by others' expectations? Are the dreams you once cherished still burning brightly? Or have they dimmed under the weight of doubt and difficulty? Oh, I hope these words inspire you to reflect. What can you do to spread love and kindness today? Has someone ever touched your life with a simple act of generosity? And how can you be the person who brings joy and hope to others? As we close this video, I invite you to share your story in the comments below. Maybe your experience will inspire someone else. And remember, no matter how tough life gets, you are never truly alone.